Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Keeping Goals. If you're new here, my name is Conor O'Keefe. I'm a professional goalkeeper, trying to bring you guys a little bit of insight and a little bit of value with these vlogs whilst we're all going through lockdown. And in today's episode of the vlog, we've got another tutorial for you. This time focusing on physical training and showing you the workouts that I'm doing from home to improve my speed, my strength, and ultimately my power as a goalkeeper. As all of you guys know, camera lid in the shoe, we aren't able to go to gyms. Everything is shut at the moment. So for goalkeepers, footballers, athletes, that proposes a little bit of a problem. Now you've probably seen hundreds, if not thousands, of home workouts during the weeks of lockdown so far, but I hope that this video is going to give you goalkeeper specific exercises which you guys can do at home with limited equipment and can help you to improve, as I said, your speed, your strength, and ultimately your power, which is key for goalkeepers. For myself, these home power workouts have been something that I've been doing twice a week alongside other physical sessions such as plyometrics, sprints, long distance runs. But I'm going to head over to the gym, aka the shed, and let's get into the session. So this is all the equipment that I'm going to need for today's workout. Two 15 kilo dumbbells, which look like they've just landed out of a Rocky movie. Two 5 kilo plates, and then two clips to just attach those plates to the dumbbells when I need heavier dumbbells. But that's it. I'm aware that you guys might have limited equipment, more equipment than this, less equipment than this. You can still buy dumbbells if you feel like you need them, but the majority of the exercises that we're going to do today, you can adapt to suit your own circumstances to make sure that you're still improving whatever equipment you have available. I've already done a full warm-up inside before getting into this session. Warming up is obviously very, very important. Make sure you do it with a mix of static and dynamic stretches, dynamic movements, and make sure that you're fully ready for the session so that we don't have any injuries. Also need to get mentally pumped, ready for the workout, not like my friend Polo over here, who is chilled out, to say the least. Polo, ready for a workout? I'm also going to ask that if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. It will help us to reach as many goalkeepers as we possibly can and help them with this workout. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that red button and come and join the Keeping Goals Union. Let's get straight in to exercise number 1. So I'm going to ping up the full routine or the full training session on screen right now so that you can see what we're going to be working on. And exercise number 1, as you can see, is loaded counter movement jumps. Now, I've built this program alongside my S&C coach Tommy at Game Sharp Performance to improve, as I said, my power. As a goalkeeper, I need to be fast, powerful around my goal, explosive in my movements, taking balls nice and high, explosive with my diving, so power is a key element of my game. Loaded counter movement jumps are the first exercise to help me improve this. So the loaded counter movement jumps is a great exercise for me to develop my spring and my jump height, which is obviously very, very important for goalkeepers. 4 sets of 5, so lower reps, working on maximum output, improving that power. Counter movement is very similar to how it would be in a match for me as a goalkeeper. If I'm taking off when I dive, I'm obviously bending and then extending and pushing off. So that's what's simulated with that exercise. And adding the 30 kilos of weight obviously means that when it comes to just body weight and moving around my goal, I'm more explosive. That's how I'm developing that power. The next exercise is a single leg skater squat, a little bit complex. Squats are obviously a very, very important exercise for me as a goalkeeper, but because I don't have access to weights or a squat rack, the single leg skater squat is a great way for me to develop that single leg strength and power. I don't need as much weight for this one, I'm just going to use the 5 kilo plate, but it's a very good exercise for developing that single leg power and strength. It's definitely a tough exercise. It requires a lot of control, a lot of stability, obviously working on that single leg strength, which is really important for goalkeepers. So much of our work is from a single leg. Think pushing off for a dive or taking a cross. My focus is to make sure that the weight is going through my heel, that my knee doesn't come too far forward over my toes, but that I'm sitting my hips back into my heel and my knee's not turning in either. If anything, it's going slightly out, but trying to keep it in line with that heel, not too far forward, not bending in, and controlled all the way down and controlled all the way up. 3 sets, 8 each leg, and that's a really good squat technique when you don't have the barbell, when you don't have the squat rack, and you can't put a heavy load in there. Next exercise is an upper body strength superset. Superset means you go from one exercise straight into another and then repeat for the sets. Upper body strength is obviously very important for me as a goalkeeper, not only making saves, but dominating my area, distributing the ball. So the 2 exercises in this superset are a single arm bench press and a single arm row. How are you going to do a bench press without a bench, I hear you ask? Well, I'll show you how. But before I do, I need to turn this Rocky 1 dumbbell into a Rocky 4 dumbbell. So prepare for transformation. Look at that bad boy. Ooh! Beast. Hard work, that upper body section. A lot more reps in it. Tommy, the S3 coach that I work with, is obviously a very, very good coach, and he's able to create these exercises which make use of the limited equipment that I've got. So that single arm bench press from a hip bridge still gets quite deep into what I would normally be working on, the muscle areas in a normal bench press, but just without the maximum weight that I'd be working on if I had a gym available. Next exercise I'm going to be working on is a single leg glute bridge, so obviously working on the glutes, hamstrings, posterior chain, again looking at control and developing that strength and power. So that's the main strength exercises done. Worked hard, put it in. I'm glad I had my training partner. shouting me on, encouraging me, really enthusiastic. To finish off the session, what I'm going to do now is a bit of core work and a bit of shoulder prehab. Core is obviously vital for any athlete, any footballer, but goalkeepers in particular. And shoulders, as you guys know from the vlog, I had a shoulder injury last season, but shoulders are something that I try and work on, I try and prehab and look after, because it's obviously an area that as goalkeepers can be quite vulnerable. When you're saving lots of strikes, a lot of force goes through your shoulders, so strengthening and prehab work in there is key for me. So I try and finish off any gym work with shoulder work and core work, so that's what I'm going to do now. That's not helpful. So that's it for the strength session. Overall, pretty successful, I'd say, apart from snapping my band at the end. Fuming about that. Anyway, I hope that helps you. I hope that's something that you guys can apply to your own situation to keep your strength and your power training going. I hope it brought you some value. I'm going to finish up, have some lunch, have a shower, and then I'll speak to you back inside. So that's it for today's episode of Keeping Goals. As I said, I hope today's episode brings you some value, helps you guys out. It's important to keep your gym work going as best as possible, so I hope that workout will be able to help you do that. Thank you to all your feedback on the launch of the podcast. I've had some great ideas from you guys about guests and topics, and for everyone that's listened to it over on Patreon, thank you so much for your positive feedback. If you want to hear the podcast now, before anybody else, sign up to the Patreon page using the link below this video. You'll also get loads of other benefits, including boot giveaways, glove giveaways, Skype calls, so go and sign up if you haven't already. We also have a winner for the 25,000 subscriber giveaway competition. I announced it on my Instagram on Monday. Congratulations to Sharif. We're going to get those gloves and the ball out to you as soon as possible and sort that Skype session out as well. Thank you for all your entries. It was incredible to read hundreds of your comments on the video and amazing to hear all of your favourite Keeping Goals moments. We're going to be doing loads of giveaways in the coming months, so stay tuned for them and there'll be plenty of chances to win some incredible prizes. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, keep the channel growing as you always do. I'll see you on Sunday for the next episode of Keeping Goals. But thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, keep chasing improvement, and I'll speak to you in a bit.